That's my great-grandchild. So.
Okay. Okay, Leah's got hers. So, Ellen, is this loud enough? Okay. Okay, Dorit, do you have yours? I have it. Okay. Leah, you have yours? Yep. Yep.
That's the first one, right?
I think so.
Recording 20. I don't have numbers.
Yeah.
I'll just have to find it.
Yeah. That's all right. It won't be any different than I used to go. I'd have to count, so, okay. I don't know.
Yes. She's getting it. So, it was... So, I tested negative the day she gets out of the
Right.
Great. And then I already missed our trip.
Right, yes. Because, yeah.
And then, so... There's Lynn. Hi.
Hi.
Here's and Roy.
Thank you.
You're reading Concluding.
Okay.
I won't have it on here. Oh, the reading I usually do at the end. Put it in there. Okay. I'm good. I'm happy. Okay. I don't remember when I sent you things, so Debbie and Marty will not be here.
Yes.
Bob will not be here. Duh.
We can draft people. Stuart's here.
Yeah, Stuart's here.
I don't know. I think... What?
Stuart?
Look.
Just so you're aware. That's the way to be. It's right here. Karen talked to him. from the hospital. They have surgery tomorrow. The original surgery failed.
I'm okay.
I'll keep them in my prayers. Hey, brother, good to see you. Good Shabbos.
It's good to be back in town.
Yes. When did you get back?
Saturday. I was
And
gone.
Sonia's doing okay?
She is getting better. It was a rough couple of weeks. I got COVID.
Yeah, I
Was up.
remember. I remember we
Yeah,
talked.
because he had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to isolate my mom's house while she was in rehab. And then I tested negative the day she was scheduled to come home from rehab. We went and I missed our trip to Napa because I had COVID.
Sure.
But so then my mom comes home and then she was really good the first day. PT came out and goes, wow, you're way above the curve. You've got great range of motion and everything. And wound looks like it's healing great. And then the next day she started feeling dizzy and lightheaded and very, very tired. And I was just watching. And I just kind of kept an eye on her. And then Tuesday, I woke up and I go, okay, this is
Tuesday, just a few days ago?
Tuesday week.
Okay.
She, she came home on a Saturday, and this is the Tuesday after she came home.
Okay.
And I go, all right. And I messaged her doctor. I said, so I went into the walk-in clinic for the Cleveland Clinic, and they drew blood, and her blood count was way low. And so he said, go to the emergency room. Well, it turns out that's the only way to get into a hospital anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Doctors cannot check you into a hospital. Everybody goes in through emergency because that's where they test so they make sure it's a COVID thing.
I see.
Right. But anyway, so they scoped her and discovered she had a bleeding ulcer.
On top of all that?
Yeah. So they fixed that, and so now she's getting better. But it's just been
One thing after another.
yeah.
Okay. What did I ask Lori to do? She's in the book. Okay, I don't have to hand her out. Okay, let's just do la 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 la, la 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 la, We will start on page 8 with Motto Vu. Motto Vu, O Halecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Motto Vu, O Halecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ellen has a reading before lighting the Shabbat candles, and then she will light the candles with the help of Ruth and Randy, just to make sure. You have no idea what we've been through.
It's a bad set of matches. And thank God nobody smokes, but there's no matches. Shabbat Shalom. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find the knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Candle blessing is found on the back cover. Yes, come on. Come on, helpers. Please rise. Yes, you have no idea.
It's Bruce Willis in The Fifth Element.
We couldn't get the other box to light at all. There, shall Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, sovereign of the universe, who sanctified us through mitzvot, and has commanded us to light the Sabbath lights.
We now have a reading that is not in, you may be seated, while the read is coming up.
It's simple, really, the list of things we do. As a people, the list of things I do. To give in a good way for others and myself, to leave a legacy of love, to leave the world just a little better each day. A kind word, a gentle hand, a loving voice, a giving heart. It's not so simple, really, to remember to live this way, always. So we arrive early to study Torah and strive for devotion in prayer, to remember to honor all beings with compassion and understanding, living a life of mitzvot in joy and service, so that Torah will resound from our hearts through our words and deeds into the world and into the generations to come.
Thank you. Okay, getting nefesh. And the Beatles are back. As soon as we find them. Okay, we're on page 12.
What about page 11?
We're going to do that after we do page 12. I know it's backwards, but what do you want out of me? And now we have Randy
Page 11.
on page 11.
To the tune of Yellow Submarine.
Yes, if you can do
No.
it, go for it.
Bless us enough. Source of all goodness, as we begin tonight's worship, we ask your blessings. Grant us health enough to perform our daily tasks,
Wealth enough to answer our needs, compassion enough to feel the needs of others.
Give us strength enough to recognize our faults, wisdom enough to understand your laws, loyalty enough to discharge our duties.
Give us courage enough to be true to the best within us, charity enough to see the best in others.
Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to feel your presence. And let us say,
Amen. You stay.
Stay.
And do, yeah, English. 27. Oh, 28. This is English. When we get
Okay.
there.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Lahuna Ranana is found on page 22. Lehune ranena, lehune ranena, lehune ranena, Adonai. Lehune ranena, lehune ranena, lehune ranena, Adonai. Naria, naria, lesur yishenu, nekadba fana betoda. Naria, naria, lesur yishenu, beats me rot narialo. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, Adonai. And we will continue with Yismahu, which is found on page 24, 4 lines from the bottom. Yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamamai, mamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamamai, mamamai, Yismahu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz, yiram hayam, umalo. Yismahu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz, yiram hayam, umalo. Yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamamai, mamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamai, yamamamai, mamamai, mamai. And we will continue on page 26 responsively. Yes, Randy?
The English is on 27.
7.
And we'll do this to the tune of Eleanor Rigby. Light is sown for the righteous. The Lord reigns. Let the earth rejoice. Let the many islands be glad.
Clouds and darkness surround God. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of God's throne.
Fire goes before the Lord, and it consumes adversaries on all sides.
God's lightnings illumine the world. The earth beholds and trembles.
The mountains melt like wax before the Lord, before the Lord of all the earth.
The heavens proclaim God's victory. Nations bear witness to God's majesty.
Ashamed be they who boastfully worship idols. Prostrate yourselves before the Lord, all you gods.
Zion has heard and rejoiced. The cities of Judah have exulted because of your judgments, O Adonai.
For you, O Lord, are supreme over all the earth. You are far exalted above all gods.
You who love the Lord hate evil. God protects the faithful and rescues them from the wicked.
Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright in heart.
Exalt in the Lord, O you righteous, and give thanks to God's holy name. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a reading from Psalm 98.
When we sing the words of prayer, we're actually expressing ourselves in 2 languages simultaneously. one of words with limits and definitions, and one decidedly limitless with an immense power of its own. Alone, music can affect us emotionally, changing our happiness to introspection or sorrow to joy. It also affects us physically, actually raising or lowering our breath and heart rate. So it's only natural that music would be a necessary tool to communicate with God, who addresses and moves us in ways both articulate and indefinable, and who is limited in the imagination of our minds, but limitless as the object of the longing of our hearts.
Thank you. Romemu is found on page 30.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtahavu lehar kadsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtahavu lehar kadsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kadsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kadsho.
Lahadodi starts on page 38 and goes to page 40. Yes, it's another Beatles tune. I don't remember how many verses they do, so do remember at the last verse to stand and face.
A little too fast.
Yeah, wait till I finish talking. Remember to stand and face the entrance to the sanctuary to greet the Shabbat bride. Now, Adoni, Kala, B'nai Shabbat, B'nai Shabbat Nekabela, Shamor V'Zachor, V'Dibor Echad, Hishmiyanu, Elcham Yuchad, Hashem Echad, Shom Echad.
B'nai
Shabbat, B'nai Shabbat Nekama.
There you go, Randy. Shabbat Nekabela.
Shabbat Nekabela. Shabbat Nekabela. Okay, stay standing because we're going to the Baruchu, which is on page 50. We will start our service for the Ma'ariv. For those of you that are new, since we're back in the sanctuary at this point, okay, this is not always what Friday night services sound like. Just so you know. Somebody requested of me that we hadn't heard the Beatles tunes because I do have the CD I do have the CD that this goes with, but Barry put it on his phone so we don't have to. Okay.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch et Adonai.
And you may be seated.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaru ma'ariv arabim, b'chachma potech she'arim, u'b'tbuna mishaneh itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem, b'rakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, goel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'vein layla, u'ma'avil vein yom u'vein layla, Adonai tzavot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Hamari V'Aravim.
Ahavat Olam is found on page 52.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu lemadeta Al Kein Adonai Eloheinu V'shachveinu u'vekumeinu Nasiach chukecha V'nisma v'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki hein chayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem nehegeh yomam v'layla Yahavatecha t'sir mimenu li'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema is found on page 54, seated or standing, whichever is your custom. Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
V'ahavta
et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levanecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shitecha v'beitecha u'vleftecha v'derech u'shachbecha u'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotachot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha.
and continue silently through page 58 or 59, depending on whether you're reading in Hebrew or English. L'man tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'kem kedoshim le'Elohim ani Adonai le'Elohim asher hotzeti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lahem Elohim ani Adonai Elohim Adonai Elohim Emet. And Mi Chamocha is found on page 60.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh nora tehilot, o sefele nora tehilot, o sefele malchutecha ra'uvanecha bokei hayom lifnei Moshe zeli anu v'yameru Adonai imloch, Adonai imloch, le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fadadonai et Yaakov, u'ga'alo yad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, ga'al Yisrael.
now lead us on page 63 with peace means more than quiet.
Responsibly. Help us, O God, to lie down in peace, but teach us that peace means more than quiet.
Remind us that we are to be at peace at night. We must take heed how we live by day.
Grant us the peace that comes from honest dealing, so that no fear of discovery will haunt our sleep.
Rid us of resentments and hatreds, which rob us of the peace we crave.
Liberate us from enslaving habits which disturb us and give us no rest.
May we inflict no pain, bring no shame, and seek no profit from another's loss.
May we so live that we can face the world with serenity and with grace.
May we feel no remorse at night for what we have done during the day.
May we lie down in peace tonight and awaken tomorrow to a richer and fuller life.
Thank you. Yes. Vishamru is found on page 64. Okay, we have another Beatles tune, so you don't have to do the arms. You're saved this time. But for future reference, when we do the regular tune, when we go Vishamru, you're supposed to jump up in excitement, but since those of us might get...
long past jumping days.
Yeah, we might get down, but we'd never get up again, so we just do our arms. Okay. And we have another reading. It's from Alden Salve, Prayer Before Sleep. God, watch over our sleep. Grant us a night of rest and renewal, and spread your loving shelter over our family and friends, and all who are dear to us. Keep us safe throughout the night, and stay present when the morning comes. This night, we're keenly aware of those in special need of your care. Ancient One, ease our mind, soothe our heart, rejuvenate our body, restore our strength, revive our faith, so that when we open our eyes to the new day, we will see beauty in your creation and marvel in all your works. Then will we rise in service to Torah and mitzvot, in service to your will, a testimony to your holy name. Hatzi Kaddish is found on page 66.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ומימי.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשי הברית.
בריחו.
לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, קדוש ברכתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה, ואמרו.
אמן.
Please turn to page 69
Through 77.
through 77 for silent Amidah.
Please rise. turn back in your Siddur to page 73.
Let's all say together, Thanksgiving for our daily miracles. We thankfully acknowledge you, our God and God of our ancestors, Lord of eternity. You are the source of our strength, even as you have been Israel's protecting shield in every generation. We thank you and proclaim your praise for our lives which are in your hands, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles which are daily with us, and for your wondrous kindnesses at all times, morning, noon, and night. Source of all goodness, your mercies never fail. Source of compassion, your kindnesses never cease. You are our abiding hope.
And we will conclude on page 74 with Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Amen. We have another reading, piece by piece, written by our own Lani Aldaba, read by Roy. Come on, you have to move over so they can hear you on the mic. Yeah.
This world we live in is an ever-changing world, each of us only a small piece of the bigger picture. When things go wrong, we think is the worst thing ever, wanting to yell, cry, take it out on ourselves or others, forgetting the rest of the people who may be suffering more. When we hear someone speaking about another, pointing, staring, laughing, sometimes we choose to join in, or we choose to ignore it. Or without thinking, we make a spiteful comment in response, only adding more fuel to an ever-growing fire. What is a safe topic these days? Seems as though everything gets turned into turmoil. It is a my way or no way mentality, and that puts our world at a standstill. It begins with a kind heart and a want for peace. Nations at peace with other nations supporting positive actions, reaching out to give when capable, instead of pointing out flaws or tearing down. People being peaceful with others regardless if they are different in any capacity, from physical to mental, from lifestyle choice to organic ways of living day to day. Who is to say one is better or more correct? It is up to the individual to be a small piece and attach onto another to focus on the positive. Focus on the peace, focus on what can grow from working toward peace for the greater good. May those who have a crease in their heart learn to accept a peaceful hand. May those who learned a cruel word learn to speak in kind. May those who have been dealt a poor hand be thankful for what they have and what they have achieved. For then peace may become a blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vayahulo is found on page 80. Yes, you will be finding it.
This is a Beatles tune.
Yes, it's a Beatles tune. Please rise if you're able. We're searching.
Aren't we all?
Yes, uh-huh. Okay, we can't find it, so we'll just do it. We'll do it. Via hula